there was a point where we said, you know what, let's just make this film with the money that we have. We know it's little, but let's tell this story. My name is Alexander Milo Bischof. I'm the director and co-writer of Tyger. Dylan Edwards and I worked together on my first feature. He read this article in the papers about this veteran who fell through the cracks of the system and lived off the land. So we met and talked about the idea and came up with the character Joe, where his backstory is the army. What happens to soldiers returning to home, and how are they taken care of? You know, and in most instances, they're not. Joe is the vehicle really for us to hopefully shed more light onto the situation. A very early reference was Shane Meadows' Dead Man's Shoes. Not necessarily a reference visually, but we knew they filmed it with a skeleton crew. Similar period of time as well. I think that was shot in a couple of weeks, I think. Also outside of London, and also kind of like the journey, and obviously the veteran, you know, returning home. Everything really. Even now it seems a bit like a dream, you know, because you just pack so much into a day of filming. And yeah, but it's just you know, working with a wonderful crew that I've worked with before in the past on many projects, and the cast. Everyone's commitment and, you know, making this film happen is something that is an extraordinary, you know, thing. And even like looking back now, it's been a few years, but it's still something that that resonates. You know, you just don't forget. Kind of, that's the spirit of independent filmmaking. The budget or just the timing as well. There was a point where we said, you know what, let's just make this film with the money that we have. We know it's little, but let's tell this story. We shot the thing in 12.5 days. You know, time is something that isn't on your side. You're fighting daylight, right? There's always so much more you want to film, and it's just simply not possible. Very often we were in a location for the first time. We didn't go in a recce, right? So risky. You're expecting everyone to just, you know, turn up with a van up in Scotland, wherever it is, and you know, and start filming. And you rely a lot on the filmmaking gods, you know, to be there for you. And luckily it worked out, you know. But if it wasn't for everyone's commitment, you know, it would be a totally different thing. Everyone's connected. So either I have worked with some of the cast before, or Dylan has. We just really relied on the cast generosity. Sean, for instance, we shot all of his scenes in one day. Yeah, we knew them all, and kind of we thought of them as we were writing, you know, and luckily they all agreed. This is the first film that I've co-written. It's great. I mean, I'm more of a scenes guy, so I know exactly how I want it to look, and I know the beginning and I know the end. Dylan brought a real craft for dialogue to the screenplay, but still room for improv. A script is never locked in as such. I love working with actors. So once the characters they're there, and the actors are there to play the characters, then it's sort of like I love to see where it goes, and then sort of like workshop it and talk to them as much as I can. There's definite freedom. Have you been to Margate, Ariel, before the shoot? Yeah, that was the first. It's a bit crazy.